Coming up on this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly, girls softball and the spring musical. All this and more coming up next. Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. I'm your host, Becky Buds. The girls softball team is well into their season. Emmy and Andrea take a deeper look. The girls softball team brings special characteristics in contrast to the teams of years past. With new bonding activities, the team's chemistry is better than ever before.
We're all very close, which is definitely one of our biggest strengths, and we all have been playing softball for a long time, which shows on the field. We're very competitive and energetic.
With many girls going on to play at the collegiate level, the team this year is full of talent from various aspects and as a whole is very competitive.
This year's team's a lot closer than it was last year, and we got a lot of new girls that have a lot of good talent, and we have several that are going to be playing on to the next level. Our communication is very strong, and so are our bats.
With there being tough competition within the surrounding area, the girls hope to come out on top in conference this year.
We have a strong defensive team, so we really want to take conference this year. We haven't taken conference as a program in some time, so our goal as a team is to win conference.
Turn your back, you're a broken man. They come around and just die in the shade.
Make sure to come on out to the girls' game today at 4:30 away at Naperville North. And for Wildcat Weekly, along with Andrea Richards, I'm Emmy Kaiser. Every year, the theater department puts on a spring musical. Hank and I look into Once Upon a Mattress.
This year's spring musical, Once Upon a Mattress, has been in the making since last summer. What exactly is it about?
There is a young prince who really wants to get married, and he's trying to find the right princess, and his overbearing mother keeps shooing all the other potential ladies away, and he ends up falling in love with someone he and his overbearing mom would least expect him to fall in love with, and that's Winifred. It deals with a lot of themes that still resonate today, even with it being an older show. We talk about gender roles, thematically, gender equality.
There's more than what meets the eye when it comes to musicals. Many different groups are brought together to make a great show.
We get a lot of students to be involved, from costuming, from the build crew, the run crew, that's the set design element. Then we have lights and sound. We have students in the orchestra, and then of course the performers on stage. It really is a team effort, because it has to be with such a huge show with over 150, 160 students. Communication is always key. We're always looking for new talent. If you bring something to the table, even if it's something small, it's the small things that really put the show over the top.
The show dates are Thursday through Saturday, the 27th through 29th, starting at 7 p.m. Tickets are $12 for the general public and $8 for students. And for Wildcat Weekly, along with Becky Buds, I'm Hank Pelter.
GSA hosts a day in April known as the Day of Silence. Alex looks into why this day takes place.
Neuqua Valley's very own GSA is hosting a Day of Silence today. This day is to bring to light several different aspects that need to be known of the LGBTQ+ community.
So the Day of Silence is a national student-led kind of day which is used to bring awareness to kind of the silencing of people in the LGBTQ+ community. They might have been silenced through bullying or harassment, and so people on this day will spend the whole day silent to kind of show how people in the LGBTQ+ community are silent.
Students partake in this day with various actions, but one of the most common is not speaking all day.
The case this year is that in the Commons you can sign up. So we're going to have several students working, and they're going to share information. So the opposite of being silent, they're actually going to use their voice. It's also a day to recognize that they have a voice when so many people don't have a voice. So this is part of why we're doing what we're doing.
Any student or faculty member is able to participate in the Day of Silence.
So the Day of Silence is open to everyone. So While it's a day to recognize members of the LGBTQ community that have been marginalized, everyone can step up and say, this is a day that I'm going to recognize that voice that's silent. So teachers will sign up, other students of the LGBTQ community sign up, allies sign up. Like I said, it's a day to stop and to pause and to say, this person has been silenced for being whomever they are, and it's not right. And so it's a day to recognize that.
If you are interested in finding out more, be sure to attend a GSA meeting every other Tuesday. And also stop by the Day of Silence table in the comments today to say what you're silent for. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Alex Farnes.
There is a big change for the freshman advisory classes next year. Kim takes a look into the story.
This will be the last year that freshman advisory will be categorized by boys and girls. Encouragement for co-ed classes was based upon the viewpoint of a student going through his or her school day.
They go through class every day in every other classroom, connecting with people regardless of their gender. And since our number one goal in advisory is often connection and making freshmen feel a part of Neuqua Valley. But in some ways, it was a kind of atypical experience in Neuqua Valley because, again, in every other aspect of their day, they'd be connecting with boys and girls in a common setting.
The combination of boy and girl personalities have been shown to stimulate more interactions within the classroom setting.
Student advisors, they a lot of times say in lesson plans or in classes, I needed some enthusiasm, so I decided to, combine with a boys class or a girls class. And we definitely see kind of a surge of participation and enthusiasm when that happens.
There have been hesitations about this change, yet the new class of advisors strive to push themselves to take on this new challenge.
At first, I think I was a little nervous, but then I thought of more of the positive things that could happen with having girls and guys. I think there could be a lot more talking and a lot more comfortable conversation within each class if there were girls and guys, and even more friendships and being closer with the advisors themselves too.
To the next class of advisors, we wish you the best of luck with the freshman class of 2021. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Kim Adalizzi.
Thank you for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. Have a great weekend, Wildcats.
She said